Hey guys, this is Crap Hunter, and welcome back to Empire Total War, the liberation of America. Episode 5. In the last episode, we were able to do not only a bunch of stuff, but a lot of stuff, as we not only removed the last position for the French on the mainland by capturing the New Orleans in Lower Louisiana, but we also began our war against the Cherokee, and as such won two very impressively awesome battles, capturing two of the regions, in fact capturing the home turf of the Cherokee, as well, they were very well defended. I will say the Cherokee did put up an incredibly, high amount of fighters in order for this to happen. But also, unfortunately, the Cherokee still have a large, and I will say, very large army. 2 bodyguards with a number of tribal gunners. No musketmen, thank the gods, but tribal gunners are still gunners. And yeah, not looking forward to that. And we've also got an actual fort to take as well. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work, but it should do something. I'll be impressed, I'll be honest with you. I'd laugh my ass off if we actually had that. But anyhow, another important factor to say... Oh, before we go on, we did capture the north in previous episodes. Now we're ready to do whatever we can in the north, setting up some defenses. Now, anyway, going back to the main subject for a while, for a little bit, which is basically, it is now the 5th episode in this season. Now, the reason why I highly state this is because at the beginning of this campaign, I said to you guys, I will have a look at the beginning of the campaign at Europe and India, the 2 frontiers that we're not really operating in for one time and one time only. And now, and I said at 5 turns, I would go back to see how Europe is, and how things have changed, perhaps, or perhaps they haven't changed since the 5 episodes. So right now, I've got no clue as to what's gone on in Europe. I know that there's been a lot of wars going on, and I know that there's a lot of fighting and stuff, so you never know, we might have a new nation or two. No nations have been destroyed, however, which is rather interesting, but that said, I am curious. So, without further ado, let us check out... Actually, I'm going to check out India first. So, India, what has gone on with you for the last 5 episodes of the liberation of America? Right, okay, so India has not really... Actually, no, India has kind of changed, because at the beginning of the campaign, the Mathura Confederacy, of whom we are allied to, were in a relatively strong position, and now have gained... Oh, wow, hello. Yeah, okay, so now they've lost a lot of territory. They still have a strong presence, but it would appear to be that they are no longer... Ah, they've taken that island. No, the United Provinces still own that island. I'm impressed. Okay, so they still have maintained a good policy, but unfortunately the Mughal Empire have really blitzed them. And it would appear to be also that the Mughal have recently taken this city as well. Oh dear. Very intriguingly, we have a French presence in India. So that's probably a reason why we're never going to actually quite see the France go completely down. So, very curiously, they have that. Britain has seemingly maintained its position at Bengal, not really doing anything to attack the north. Ooh, wow, they've actually taken a lot of turf. So the Mughal Empire are extremely powerful. There is one region that is completely surrounded, though, of the Maratha, I'm going to call it Maratha Confederacy. But that said, these nations... There's a fair amount of smoke coming from them as well, so they might have been blitzed. This territory might have recently been taken as well. So, and there's another section of... Oh no, yes, Portugal. What the hell are Portugal doing there? I knew this idea was going to prove to be hilarious. Portugal in India. I might just put that in the description. Portugal in India? Oh, that was brilliant. So, yeah, India has certainly changed. Certainly changed a lot. Oh, a hot cup of coffee. Not good for the... Oh. Okay, so India seemingly has changed a fair amount. Now, let's move up to the top to see how Europe has changed. Okay, so Persia appears to still be in control of things. Not looking at the mini-map. I'm focusing completely on the game. Okay, so Persia's in. Persia as well. Oh, hello. What are these guys? Okay, so these are like Eastern European sort of thing. So they're in Georgia. We're coming into the Ottoman Empire now. Let's go up it north to the Soviet Union. I bet Russia. Russia, yep. There's the wilderness, Karakorum Desert, so there's literally nothing we can do here. Russia is seemingly in control of a lot. Oh boy, yes they are. I will glance at the map now, and oh my. Right, okay, so it would appear to be that Russia has taken a lot of territory. And a lot of territory. They are in control of a vast majority of land, so they are still immensely powerful. And I actually have a trading route with them for some reason. Am I trading with the Russians? I'd so laugh if I was. And I am not trading with the Russians, but I am apparently allied to the United Provinces. Okay, fair enough. Okay, so I am liked by Russia. And the Moscow is completely safe, as is a lot of Russia. Okay, let's go further down, further down. Oh, hello. Right, okay, so the Ottoman Empire is a lot stronger than I thought. Yeah, they seem to be in quite a bit of good power. They've got all of Egypt and Greece, so kind of, I don't think they've actually moved too far since their push. Ah, no, they have pushed into that, but that said, the Ottomans and the Austrians are still at war, are they? I think they're still at war. Major nations, Ottoman Empire, where are you? Yes, they are still at war, and they're not only at war with Austria, but they're at war with Russia as well, and the Polish. So they're still there. So Greek, Baghdad, Ottoman. Okay, so they're quite at war with each other. Barbary states are still active, so they're actually taking over all of North Africa. I'm not surprised. Spain is still in there, and Portugal. They're sort of holding on to the land as much as possible, so yeah, I'm not too surprised. Britain, still doing well. Not really taking any attempts at conquering anyone. I think we're kind of just... Britain is doing its thing. Nothing really has changed in Europe. Well, actually... Oh, no, yes, there has something been changed. Holy shit. Poland, Lithuania have captured nearly every region except Berlin. So Germany is in quite a dire strait at the moment. Certainly not doing too well on the war front here. Poland is... And then Sweden as well. Sweden owns Finland. Why am I not surprised? Who's up here? Is that Denmark? Yeah, Denmark. But Denmark is also down here as well. They've actually been able to fend off a fair amount of people. So, yeah, it would appear to be that their lot has changed. Pardon me. A lot has changed since the 5 turns that we've got, which is pretty cool. I know we're spending a lot more time than usual on this, but I am very happy to see this because I'm be like, yeah, screw it. This is really nice. I think this is the only game in which I can actually actively do this. But yeah, no, this is a lot of change. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens at episode 10. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Okay, so now that we've had a good long look, let's go back to America to focus on our war. So that is what Europe looks like. So from now on, I'm not going to have any kind of glimpse at what Europe is doing. Yes, there is that little army over there with 2 people. I will keep an eye on them. But like I said, now that I've got 2... now I've had a look, I'm going to wait until, obviously, the 10th episode. So that way, on the 10th episode, we'll be looking again to see how much has changed. Possibly not much, considering how much has changed, but you never know. Anyway, enough of what I've just been talking about for 10, maybe 20 minutes now. Let us get into the actual episode. I will add on a couple of extra minutes because of how long I've been talking. But, you know, I kind of like this as a sort of how's things going. Because so far we've done nothing but fight in the Americas, and I kind of want to see what's going on in other lands. Now, what I am curious about is why the Cherokee army is not so well fed, or, you know, basically it's not looking too good. It's damaged. I mean, my army's damaged, but I am fixing my army. Whereas, okay, so they've got some, yeah, okay, so, whereas my army, I am fixing them. In fact, I should be fixing them right now. Why are you no fixie? I thought I would fix you. Boom. Okay, you as well. I'm surprised I forgot to check if they were like that, but they are on the men now, so... how are we doing? Yes, gunsmith. We could do with a gunsmith. I think this is this is the biggest and best you can do. Yeah, this is the best we can do. Okay. So, nothing to really report as of yet. I suppose we could produce Warrior Lodge. Suppose we could just get a Warrior Lodge for Quebec, as well as Algonquin, as they are quite relatively important locations. I am curious, of course, as to the French army guys here. I might send a small attack force to kill them off. I think, what was it? Well, we got a couple American tribesmen. I think, yeah, just maybe one Native American tribesman. We'll leave the Upper Louisiana people and then go down in towards here to attack them, kill them off in a proper battle. Unfortunately, we can't attack them just using a couple of, can't use auto-resolve. A, because it's kind of cheating, and B, because unfortunately for some reason, the last time I tried that, my army got their asses handed to them. It wasn't an entire army, mind, so that's probably the reason why in the system's eye it's like, well, despite them being outnumbered, there's not enough units to overly match them. Anyhow, let us save and go one more turn, as I don't really want to attack that small force, who are elited, by the way. So France is still France, and the war that the Austrians are fighting against the Ottomans continues, as well as Poland. Poland, I will say, I'm surprised / not so surprised that Poland did a lot of damage to Germany. Like, when you play the Prussian campaign, I mean, I dabbled at the Prussian campaign in Napoleon. No, I did play that one. It was the Empire one I dabbled in. Never mind. Anyway, either or, as soon as you get into that game, you are instantly pressured from Poland. They are just out to get you in almost every respect. I had to fight off over, what was it, 7 different attacks on my German people. I was like, what the Christ, Poland? I have done nothing to you yet. So, it's like over 100 years. At that time, it'd be like over 100 years before anything happens. Anyway, let us deal with this rather petulant force of Frenchies. And then we can happily... Yeah, so there's only 83 of them, and yeah, we're going to win this, no problem. But because I am a suspicious man, and because I don't like the fact that we've got all those people, what we're going to do is I'm just going to do a very simple advance, wait for them to get all, oh, where are they? And then poof, annihilate them. It wasn't a cappuccino this time, guys. It was actually a cup of coffee. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, the only cavalry that's in reserve is my general. I think I can hold it. Okay, I don't really trust you to be effective at all with bows, but screw it, why not?
In guard mode, units fight to...
No, I know. Yes. Okay, so you can kind of casually march up towards them. I want you to sort of defend yourself. Are they in a box formation? God. You know your unit is drained when the fence which is designed to repel cavalry attacks is almost perfect for them. Okay, they'll be the actual problem at hand, but then again I have got my cavalry in position of which they can launch an assault. I might just give the Seeker away on my, yeah, see, I'm already giving them away, so if I could just sneak my Truppen up. They can act as bait for a bit. Hello, look at me, I'm Indian. See, now you've just negated your very defensive position for absolutely bugger all cover. Nice flag. It's a complete shame. It's a shame that your entire hopes and dreams of... Yep, you've been spotted. Angriff! Prepare to die! I want you to fire on them. You're going to suffer some casualties, but screw it. You guys will be fine. Good God. How horrifying would that be? Let's look from their perspective. That one man is like, yo, get ready, get ready, get ready. They're not stopping. They are not stopping. They are not. Oh, and you're braking. You're braking? No, you are not. Wow. What a perspective. Oh, hello. Hello. You actually killing your own people? Yeah, you are. Never mind. Angriff. Now here's the downside. All of my guys... Ah, good. We've killed their warlord. That is going to be helpful. Yeah, they're already wavering. The moment you kill a general... It's weird. The moment you kill a general, their entire force is just... Yeah, just no chance. They're massacre. Right. Massacre time. Massacre time. I want me some massacre time. Oh my god, they're being blitzed. Okay, General, you can massacre the remnants. Infantry Divisione will just attack them. Yes, 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 yes. I don't want any of those Frenchies to survive. Seems a bit protracted to do this, but considering how often, if you leave a unit, I've had loads of occasions where, because I've left a certain unit above a certain number of people, they somehow survive. I mean, it's unlikely after we've killed them completely, but I don't really want to take that chance. I mean, I'm more concerned with these irregulars because they're basically quite effective combat units and... Right, so they're being massacred over there. I think we'll catch up to them, in fact. Yep, we will. The mob of Indians. Okay, so they're there. I will say, it does feel quite weird to be... It's quite nice being on the sort of the calm end of the war phase. This is the kind of part of the game I absolutely love. It sounds a bit stupid, but it's like, you know... It sounds a bit weird, but it's like, I love moments where it's like, you're not quite finished with the war, but at the same time, a fair amount of it has been fought off already. Sort of like, you're just making the push. It's like, slowly but surely, the reserve is coming up, you're going to start annihilating them. You're going to catch up to those guys. Or is the forest going to get you? Oh, no, no, they're catching up to them. That's pretty good. How many of them are alive, anyway? I think there's like, yeah, 9 left. Once the cavalry catches up with those guys, I'm fairly certain that we can quite happily say that there's like 1 or 2 left. Like, yeah, that colonial militia, man. You may be experienced, but you ain't getting away from a bunch of Indians. Splat! Oh, he's dead. Yeah, you dead. Oh, is that it? How many of those? Yeah, that's more than enough. Yeah, close. Of course, it was such a hard battle. Honestly. Right. Victory. Now that should be... Yep, that is completely victorious. Ah, they're actually kind of happy. You are understood. I can attack with ambushes. I got a morale. Okay, that's pretty good. How much... Is it just resistance to foreign invaders? People in government. Okay, so it is kind of more just religious unrest. Which, I don't blame them. I really don't. There's nothing that's sort of saying, hey, let's be friends. So, I'm thinking... It's kind of a waste, though. I mean... That's a lot of money for a bloomin' settlement. How much to put that in? 120. Indians are expensive.
Yes.
But that said, something tells me they're probably the least expensive units in the whole blasted game. But still... Okay, well, considering this army is quite happy to just march about, we might send it towards the Chiska territory, which is the most... peeved, even with the lack of any kind of troops there. I said it is resistance to foreign invaders. We have got the gunsmith going as well, which is converting and as well as doing, so that way we actually can get that. So it is slowly but surely converting the populace. Oh, it is 100% animalism. It's just resistance to foreign invaders. Okay. You are absolutely fine. They're disappearing, aren't they? Or is it just predicted? Okay, it is kind of just predicted. So we actually, do you know what I've got a use for you. I actually have a use for you. You are to be a scout. You are not to attack, but you are to scout. Okay, what's this? This is a... Oh, hello, what are they doing? Unless they're just transferring troops. I think they're transferring troops. Okay, so apparently it's going to take us quite some time to get to a path. Is it quicker if I somehow got to the path? Yeah, I think it would be quicker if we got to the path and just followed it. It sounds a bit protracted, but you know, ironically, it will be quicker. Liberation of America. Now all we don't... Now we've deleted... Oh, deleted, yes. We've destroyed the last remnants of the French army on the American mainland, which is very nice. We must now continue our push towards complete encirclement of the British forces. And then once we've encircled them, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to focus on knocking out the other Indian tribes in the Americas that I can. So, for example, the Pueblos Nation. It's going to be awkward going for those in the upper regions of America, but I think this is where we might have to incorporate some form of ships into our lines. But then again, I'll also have to have pretty much a sacrificial army, because I don't know, because bearing in mind there are no ports up here, if I can re-embark my troops once I have taken this area. If I can, brilliant. If not, I'll have to disband that army. So I won't be sending Army Group North, Centre or South to push up. I'll just be sending some random, whatever detachment worth of people over there. And maybe, you know, maybe I'll have to hold off taking that region until other things. Like, for example, when this settlement is there, so I can be like, right, okay, I can leave a small guard. Now I'm going to march all you guys over there. Anyhow, so you are to go to that territory. Is that quicker? Apparently that's quicker. Okay, fair enough. You will go that way. Is that a path? No, it's just you're really good at walking. Okay, I don't mind. That's a pretty decent... How much money are we making out of curiosity? We are not getting much, if at all. Crap. Right, we do need to start incorporating some just lower key defenses. What about you? You've got... We are not getting much money at all. Like, we're getting a lot, but we're taking up a lot of it with just how big our armies are. And how many armies do we have? Oh, we do have one there. If I leave you, what happens? You're happy? Oh, Warrior Lodge. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna move these guys down south. Whatever units are about. Hang on. Oh, bollocks. Actually, I've got an idea for you. You are going to move north and protect our trade. Kinda didn't want... That said, though, I only need one unit. So you, and you. The experienced ones can detach. You, I want you to go guard that position. And then the experienced ones can join this army group here. Whereupon then we can send them down to attack the British when we are ready. Yeah, probably a good idea as well. You guys are just watching the people because they're not going to be happy otherwise. Are they under tax? No. Are they? They are currently kept out because if we take the tax off... Oh, okay, so we can get away with it, but it's not advised. Well, you know, it's... How are we doing on our policies for tax? Okay, so it's this region and this region that are unhappy. I'm guessing the Cherokee are much liked now, whereas... Oh, oh. Right, So they're unhappy, but they're okay. They're doing fine. Is it upper or lower? They're fine. Oh, they're not so fine. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. Okay. Saving! There's that going on, and there's that going on. Yeah, I will say, once we've captured a lot of turf, I think we'll probably consider disbanding. Once we've won the campaign, we might as well start disbanding a few legions and stuff. But anyhow, end the turn. I am very curious to see what Florida is like. I reckon they've filled up that one as well, which will mean that attacking either of these settlements will require a lot of precision, timing, and just pure luck. That said, though, now that we've got Cannon, Army Group North, which I think I'll rename now to Army Group Center, will most definitely push on that with the cannon. They will have to be involved in the attack. Army Group South perhaps will watch Georgia, whilst Army Group Center watches Florida as well. Okay, so we have gained some territory. The pirates have seemingly abandoned attacking this port, but I will not leave that to chance. These guys will now make their way towards the north, whereupon then they can regroup with Army Group North. These guys I might transfer to another army once the people of Lower Louisiana are happy. I mean, that said, they are pretty happy at the moment, but we are currently constructing as well stuff, so pretty soon we'll be able to start, you know, winning out. You guys are doing pretty well. Looking forward to seeing you go into combat. You guys are still kind of running about. Kind of be there. You guys are absolutely fine. Britain can't trade with anyone at the moment. Okay. Pirates are still there, but we're all good. So, once again, another turn. This is possibly going to be the more boring-y phase because it's simply waiting for an army to do something. It's like, I can't leave the Cherokee territory or the Kantuk territory because the people in there will insta-hate and just start blitzing about. And the Cherokee territory is still immensely annoyed at me. I think if I knock out the Savannah, Georgia area, then I think we might be alright with regards to it. Well, knocking out the Cherokee completely would be a nice thing. Okay, so we've now received another building. And the people are even happier than it was before, which is good to see. Year of 1710 is amongst us. Please tell I could reveal the turf. And no. Next turn. Next turn indeed. So we'll save that. Wow, it's been in the game's eyes. We've been fighting and blitzing the whole Americas for 10 years now, which is rather nice. How many people are in that turf? Like, it's just bowmen, isn't it? Yeah, it is just bowmen. I might give them some tribal gunners just because of the lack of any kind of gunpowder they've got. So the next turn, I have trading capabilities. I really should take advantage of them. That or they don't have any trade. Maybe if I talk to the Mughal Empire, I might get some trade there. Because it would be nice to get some trade in the Caribbeans. You know, South America, or you know, where I am in New Orleans. Oh, fuck. That's, not many dudes, is there? They've still got some... Yeah, no, screw it. Retreat. Withdraw. Okay, so they've got some pretty big armies there. But then again, they are also very badly damaged. So that might possibly be the garrison. Alright. Okay, so they are positively aggressive. This is not a good thing. Oh boy. They're incredibly happy. So if I took away the tax, they'd love me. You lot, if you left, you'd still be happy. You'd still be happy if I took it away. I can still put shit on you. Right, okay.
Yes.
You are going up to bloody...
Warriors, advance.
You're going up there.
Yes.
Army Group Center will go further south. And now all we need is those guys. How about you? How are you? Well, actually, what I'll do is I'll wait, but I'll just do a small test. You gonna be happy? You will! Oh, brilliant! Okay, okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, I'm happy. Right, okay. You guys then push further south that way. you could potentially leave, and you could potentially leave as well, couldn't you? Yeah, because then you could transfer over to these guys, who will then keep these guys in check. Right, okay. How long will it be? You will be there, and I can leave these guys now, so I will transfer you up to the north. They possibly cannot walk too far. I don't think they can walk too far, whereas I've got the capacity to walk a fair amount of distance, and if they do lay siege, then we are kind of screwed, but I can just quickly retake it with my army, and also crush theirs. So it's a win-win. And then army group... oh, shit, yeah. We'll need a chief's bodyguard. How about you? Yeah, we'll need a chief's bodyguard, so you can actually get an army going. Right. Ooh, I like this. This is like a proper nice plan for me. We could actually launch our attack a little earlier than I anticipated. Ah, come on. You are literally right next to it. I would love to know how that works in real life. It's like, right, men, we're just outside the friendly settlement, and we're going to wait here about 6 months. But, sir, why are we waiting 6 months? We're just outside the settlement. Don't tell me about tactics, boy. I know exactly what we're going to do, but we're not going to do it now. But our friends are waving flags saying we can come in. I know, but they may not be our friends. Don't you remember? There's a 6-month trial period. I don't know what the hell I'm going on about. I'm just imagining an Indian suddenly turning into a Britishman and starting to say about stupid tactics. Ah, the pirates have buggered off. Good to see. Right, and we also have a general in the populace, which has also meant that people are happy, which is nice. Right. Okay, so those guys have buggered off, which is good. You can move now out of that region. You are going that way. Oh, no, you are going here. How are you doing? You are new, and I'm certain... oh, shit, yeah, you're a general, and you've got experience as well. Bollocks. I could have just transferred those guys. Oh, well. You know what? We could do with... you could be... you're an individual general, and yeah, you are keeping the peace now. Yay! And they're happy too! Yay! And if the worst comes to the worst, I can just put 1 or 2 units in. Okay, so you can watch that. They're happy over there. You... how long will it take you to push? Yeah. Take you about that turn. Whereas you can make it... yeah, you roughly will get there at the exact same time. This is brilliant. Right, okay. Brilliant, we can actually start our preparations. I might take the fort first, because it kind of makes a little bit more sense. We take the fort first, we have a fort, and then the last position will be a not very well defended position. So I'm looking forward to taking out, because I'm an evil man with evil plans for this lovely land. Ooh, I'm getting excited now. We're actually, this blitzkrieg, well, I say blitzkrieg, it's no longer a blitzkrieg, they know we're here. But this push that we're making with Army Group South and Centre, looking pretty nice. Very nice indeed. I will say, I am surprised that none of the enemy nations, like any of these nations, none of them have died. Like normally by now, 2 to 3 to 4 nations would have crocked it. Right, you are crossing across that land, and you are to rendezvous with them over here. And now, in fact, I think they're close enough to spot the town. No, you are bloody not. God damn it! Why? Oh, Jesus Christ. Will you not give? They're happy. Good to see. You are happy as well. I am happy to see that you are all happy. Right, here we go. The big turn. 1710. Winter of 1710. But big... oh, hello. They're still going for it. They want me to give that region back to them. No. In fact... I never... wow, I think if oh boy, I saw a lot of people at war with. Then again, I also saw a lot of people at friends with. But considering France's current position, I don't think they're in a position to threaten me. God, if I agreed to that, I'd have to retake it almost instantly. But like, sod my diplomaticness. We'll have to break trade at some point with Britain, as well as declare war. Okay, so the Okay.
Yes. Men,
Moving.
Forward.
Okay, so the Indians
for orders.
here have taken a bit of a
Warriors
punishment.
ready. We will die for the good of our nation.
I hope you don't.
Ready and waiting
I
for
need you from the
orders.
front lines. Okay, so the Indians, for some reason, the Cherokee, for some reason, whilst having the capacity to send reinforcements, haven't sent reinforcements. But that is a very strong garrison. Okay.
Your orders?
Charge!
We have them now. Settlement ready for orders.
Right, I want you to be
Make ready.
right next to him. You, who is attacking,
Target under siege.
would you like to surrender? Okay, they don't want to surrender. Okay, so we outnumber them by a sheer contrast. Like, we're just gonna wreck these bastards. And all of them seem to be experienced, but none of them seem to have guns. Except, of course, for the fort. But, let's face it, they're not gonna be getting that chance. So, without further ado, let us go to war and capture this territory. It's quite nice, I don't have to worry about, wait for the loading screen, because it'll take just a few moments. I'm getting excited for this as well, actually. Normally I normally have the habit of saying I will see you in the battlefield, but I kind of want to see what it's like when I don't have to say that. I mean, it does mean editing can be somewhat troublesome, but okay. Okay, so the Indians have a fort, and no, they don't have any simple buildings. They actually do have quite a decent fort, as well as some kind of town in the distance, so it's going to be kind of awkward. Ah, no, it's not going to be awkward. In fact, it's going to be just beautiful. Right. Let's have a look-see. Slightly awkward with that hill being there. That's a kind of commanding view, doesn't it? That one... This one gives us... Actually, no, that doesn't really give us too much of a benefit, whereas this one... Oh, no, this is the spot. This is the spot. It's got perfect protection from... Can we not move here? Oh, we have to deploy very close. Can we deploy any closer? We cannot. Oh, no, that's make things awkward. Okay, that's as close as we're going to get. Are we in range? Oh god, yeah, we're in range. Okay, so we've got standard shot there. Okay, that's brilliant. This is the spot. You can it's freaking beautiful. Natural defenses from attack from a frontal assault, and the enemy has to come right out to engage us. We're also at a corner point, which means their cannon is less effective. So we can pretty much blitz that entire corner, and no one's going to be able to return fire. Right. I'm going to place this. Is the music a little loud? Not going to lie. Okay, apparently the music tends to go really loud beforehand. There we go. Anyhow, so the Native Americans on this side will move up as such. Gunpowder units will move up as well under cover of this position here. God, I love the enhanced deployment zones. There you go, so you're going to do that. Everyone as well, except cavalry for some reason, will defensively fight. I don't want you guys getting murdered. Elite units mixed with the bowmen will attack along... Considering... Yeah, you will kind of take a more aggressive line. I want you to kind of be... can I at all position you? There you go. Cavalry... I obviously want you to take some cover, so I will position you as such here. It's kind of a kickback, I know, but considering that you are the only units that will be able to be spotted barring my cannon, that's the thought. Tell you what, one of you, yeah, you can stay and guard the cannon in case they decide to come out with their cavalry. And we have reinforcements all the way over there. Right, well, not exactly what... Oh. Okay, I want... Yeah, you target... Yeah, for your Freud. You guys... want you to fire... Move here... You, I want you to get ready to attack here. You, I want you to halt, because I actually don't need you. Ooh, no. Don't need you there at all. You guys... Oh yes, bowmen. You do not need to fight. You are now melee infantry. I want you to move up along here. Warriors, cease fire. You guys, how are you doing? How's your first hit of... Okay, so this is going to take some time. But once we blitz through, I want to kind of bash this little section of the fort out completely. So it nullifies any kind of attempt that the bad guys can do. Oh, good shot. Okay, so they do have shots, but where to? You're not marching. Nor you.
Hold position.
You're fine. Oh, they're possibly trying to pop shots over at my commander. Or my cannon, but... I don't think they're in a position to make any kind of major effective damage. Unfortunately, my cannon unit, is not very accurate. Hopefully this will give them the experience. I mean, that said, they're relatively accurate. Fair amount of them, and they're hitting the generals. They're not failing at all, to be honest with you. They're certainly doing a fair amount of damage. Might need to speed this up, though. Okay, what are you doing whilst we're waiting? Okay, you guys can kind of take a chillax, go into the forest, have some fun. You, I just want you to stay behind this cover so that there's little to no chance of them hosing you down. You, still hosing onto that position. Good. Slowly but surely. I mean, I don't really want to attack until... This is going to possibly take a long time, so what I'll probably do to save issue is probably stop recording until something happens. So I will see you at that point.